Batul, I'm from Syria, I'm 30 years old and I was just accepted as a delegate with the ICRC. Before the crisis in my country, I wanted to work in development, so I did a master's in practice of development. And then the crisis started. The country was in an emergency mode. It's a war, you know. Then, well, it changed all my plans for my career. So I started working in emergency. After a few months of the crisis, I joined the National Committee of the Red Crescent in my country. I was a frontline worker in the psychological department. Well, it was not easy because every day we had to talk with victims of war, of torture, victims of the war and rape. So most of the things I was doing, I was learning really by practicing and doing it or referring to some guidelines. After 3 years of working in the field, I thought it's time to reflect of what I've been doing and where to do this better than Geneva. I learned about CERAH and I didn't hesitate to apply. Frankly speaking, I didn't know if I will get the visa or not because of the crisis situation in my country. But luckily, here I am. I just finished my master's in humanitarian action. My dream was to work with the ICRC, and now it came true. In fact, what was interesting during the master's is the critical thinking the professors were pushing us toward it. In fact, one of the professors used to ask us all the time, "So what?" This question stick to my mind and made me all the time dig more to learn more. I also learned a lot about the point of view of other organizations like the UN, MSF and even the ICRC. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm flying to Rwanda next week as a delegate. I just want to see if my papers are ready.
Yes, no problem. Let me check. Thank you. Give you your badge, your pin for the first mission. Yeah. And then you need a medical kit, I guess?
So.
Okay,
yeah.
So there's everything inside.
Okay.
Have a good mission.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you, bye.
So, hello, here I am again in Kigali as a detention delegate with the ICRC. I'm here for around 2 months, responsible for 7 prisons. Well, you know, the reality of the field, it's different from the theoretical part of studying, but still I'm relating to lots of things that we have studied at CERAH. I can relate to one example last week when I was talking to one of the detainees who was passing by a very sensitive experience. I remembered all the active listening, the respect, the dignity, the eye contact and the compassion that we should do while talking with vulnerable communities.
I'm very impressed. Wow. You know, the first reaction I would say, first, yeah, I'm really impressed by Batul as a person, because I found Imagine, she's a volunteer in Syria. But what strikes me so much is that as a person, she's able to reflect and says, I just want to take a bit of distance. I want to reflect on what I'm doing and what I am. And then when you hear right now what she's doing in Kigali, you can see that she did a fantastic bridge. And I think this is exactly what I'm expecting from CERAH, is to be a platform which allow people to reflect about themselves, which not only reflect about themselves, but use it to go beyond what they've done, construct something together with other participants, with also, in fact, reflection, theory, and practice, and then are able immediately to put that in practice. Wow, that's very nice, really. I'm impressed by Batul, really.